There are several ways to make long-tail cast-ons. My most convenient way or comfortable way is to do the slingshot method. That makes a long-tail cast-on. However, there is another common way to do a long-tail cast-on, commonly called the thumb, which the yarn is wrapped around the thumb, then wrapped around the needle with the right hand, then the stitch is lifted over and snugged up. That's called the thumb method of longtail. In addition to doing regular longtail, there's a method of longtail called twisted, German twisted, Norwegian twisted, Old Norwegian, and that's done this way. Let me do that again to show you what's going on. What's going on is you have a twist, a double twist right here in the loop, not a single twist like ribbons. I'm going to pull this out a little more so you can see. This is a single twist. The Old Norwegian has a double twist, a figure 8 twist, and then the stitch is made, brought over, and it's snugged up. And because of that figure 8 twist, there we go. Because of that figure 8 twist, you have an extra twist in the yarn, and this makes this cast on stretchier. Now, the way to do it when you're doing a slingshot long tail involves under, over, creating the twist, picking the stitch up. And I've done some videos on that. But if you do a thumb method of long tail, you can also do the same sort of twisted cast on. And the way you do it is this: holding the yarn in the right hand, as you might normally do if you were a right-handed knitter, taking your yarn and wrapping it around your thumb to make that single twist, and that's what I've just done. I've just flipped it from it. Let me bring that into focus. Wrap the yarn around your thumb, then flip it onto your index finger so that your hand sort of looks like a gun. Well, it doesn't matter what your thumb's doing. Now stick your needle into this loop that's on your index finger, make your stitch, bring it over, and bring it down. I'm going to do that again. Round the thumb, flip to the index finger, and if you look at the index finger now, what we've created is that same figure 8 loop that we had previously. Now we put a stitch on our needle with our right hand, bring this over, and gently snug that up. And what we have is an identical stitch that you would have in the German, the twisted longtail, the twisted German longtail, the twisted Norwegian longtail, the Old Norwegian twisted cast on, whatever name you want to call it, you can do as a thumb cast on. So on your thumb to your index finger, slip the needle into your index finger as if you were going to use the index finger as a needle, make a stitch with the right hand, pull it off, and gently snug it up. On the thumb, to the index finger, to the needle. Wrap with the yarn end and snug up the tail end. On the thumb, on the index finger, on the needle. Make a stitch off the needle and snug it up. On the thumb, to the index finger, to the needle. That's a very smooth motion. I mean, I'm having trouble with my right hand maneuvering the yarn because I'm not used to it. But even without that, it's a very smooth motion to do the long tail this way. And even, there we go. Even if you're, as I am, normally a person who, I messed up, sorry. Okay, so thumb, index finger, needle, yarn, off, snug. Even if you don't normally do a thumb method of long tail, this might be an easier way for you to do the twisted cast on, getting a stretchy edge that is almost identical front to back, but not quite. This is more clearly a purl sort of stitch, but this does have a double bump This is an easy way to create this sort of cast-on for a right-hand yarn hold, or if you just have difficulty doing it with the slingshot method. This is the Maine cast-on, M-A-I-N-E, like the state, and this is another great cast-on you should know.